Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense will take the field for the first possession of this game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. A first down for the offense. Wide out in motion. Off play action on first down. He's going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory. Instead, he'll make the fair catch. The Mids offense will go to work for the first time. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay. It's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on him early. Put your physicality. Let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the option, a strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? The option look. He'll pitch it. Fights his way for a couple, but stops short of the marker. It's 4th and 1. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. And this one splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
A little floater there that falls incomplete.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 10. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw it again. Buying some time. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. To the air. They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake.
That keeps the score Alabama 6, 3.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And the fullbacks, usually are typically in there to block, right? Those are the big, strong guys that usually lead the way for the running back. But occasionally you slip it to them, and you probably don't do it too much and don't make a living off it. But when you get a nice little chunk like this, maybe you find another way to give him the football.
They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback extends the play.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time.
Now on second down after the incompletion. They'll run play action. He tries to take the top off. Picked off. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. Thought he had the huge play with the interception. Instead, nabbed for PI, and it'll be first down for this offense. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All kinds of running room. And they will score. Touchdown Tide. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. To throw, it's Milroe. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And the defense wrestles him to the ground.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Navy offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Give it to the guy with no neck, 2 chin straps, oversized shoulder pads, the big burly fullbacks. Those guys are awesome. They're kind of a dying breed in college football, but you love seeing them get the pigskin, fall forward, and hit anybody in their way.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
On the option, fights off a defender. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Sticks it in his belly. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down at the 38. 3rd down coming.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats.
Navy, 3.
Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Adams. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
And he's got it inside the 10. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. They'll try to blast their way in. Into the end zone he goes for the 2, and now they lead by 3 possessions. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on it.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. Looking for a man, it's Horvath. They're setting up the screen, and they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half, so they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they got him for the sack. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Navy will have to punt it away. Slips through the line. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Gets it away off his back foot. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Bama! That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse.
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Looking to throw, it's Horvath trying to get to him.
Quarterback with the carry. They go backwards on the play. It's third down.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Power football with the run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Running it back, it's Adams. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a great one today from there in Tuscaloosa. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that said, let's send it back to the guys at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. And here comes the Navy offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need. all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Here comes that Alabama offense. A quick strike touchdown. Last time they had it, Jesse, they'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Buys a little extra time. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, it looks as if the defense got it.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust.
The ball carried by 4. Tackle is made at the 19. 3rd down coming.
Navy lifts anchor in the red zone. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
To the air, it's Milroe. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he grabs it at the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment. Defense.
Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Chapman. Can't get him to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line going to have to do a lot better job, giving him some more space so he can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The dominance on the defensive front reminds me of Jonathan Allen against Mississippi State in 15. Had like 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 solo stops. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long. I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense, a loss of 10. That last play, just about as disastrous as it gets, and it makes it worse because now you have to deal with 2nd and long.
Quarterback with the carry. Huge loss on the play. 3rd down.
Those last 2 running plays went nowhere. At this point, you wonder if you just run it again, punt, and regroup. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
14-yard line. Coming up, 4th down.
Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. And Navy will go back on the attack.
Man, that's a rough outcome. I get it. I want to try to be aggressive, but backed up in your own territory, aggressive, and you fail, now you set the other team up for almost automatic points.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Horvath. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Offside. Defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Dances away to buy time. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Here comes that Alabama offense. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Quarterback gets enough. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's gonna take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
It's a fake. Shuffle it to the tight end. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further.
Score Alabama 33, Navy 13.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one.
Here's the return from inside the 25. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Horvath. Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. He's looking to throw it. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by.
And he is going down here, but we have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Getting some heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Navy quick to the line. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. But a little time, lets it go. And they stop the 4th down pass. The defense gets off the field. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He rifles one deep to the left. Pulls it in inside the 10. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.